My chair. Oh man. Okay, this is. I want to talk about Kadada. Kadada. I hope I'm saying her name right. Kadada Scott. Okay, this video is for entertainment purposes. Um, okay, so this came in. Okay, Philadelphia police charge man with kidnapping Kadada Scott. Um, okay, now there's something else that came out. Kadada Scott missing. Philadelphia police search for clues at abandoned school. Okay. This video is for entertainment purposes. I have to emphasize that. For you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Jennifer. He's smelling my hair. Storm. He knows I got my hair done. Do you like it, Storm? Come here. Do you like mommy's hair? Come here. Come here. Do you like my hair? Do you like mommy's hair? Hmm? Okay, so, um, okay, tips have been pouring in following the apprehension of 21-year-old Keon King of Southwest Philadelphia. The car believed to be connected to the disappearance of Kada Scott was found. Now, why is it saying it was found? They found the car. Kada Scott was found. Okay, the disappearance of Kada Scott was found Wednesday afternoon in the East Falls section of Philadelphia. So, did they find the car? A car believed to be connected to the disappearance of Kada Scott was found Wednesday afternoon in the East Falls section of Philadelphia. Chopper 6 was overhead as officers went into the parking lot of the Gypsy Lane condos. The vehicle, which police believe belongs to the suspect in the case, matched the license plate number that was released by investigators on Wednesday. So they found the car, you guys. Officers were brought to the area following a tip call that was received at 3:10 p.m. Police say the car, which was heavily tenanted, will be searched after a warrant is approved. It's a gray car with real black dark tints. Earlier in the day, officers deployed drones, K9 units, and crime scene teams to search the abandoned elementary school near the Arboretum in Germantown section of the city. Shortly after arriving here, we were able to locate some physical evidence which ties Miss Scott to the scene. And obviously, this is very it's going to help their case, says Sergeant Eric Grip with the Philadelphia Police Department. I'm going to just play the video. It kind of looks like an abandoned building. And you know what? I got chills because remember I said there's a window, but it doesn't look like nothing's there. Okay? It looks like an abandoned building. It's over abandoned elementary school in Germantown. Okay, so you see a whole bunch of police officers out there, detectives, FBI. Um, so they're probably going to. I mean, it looks abandoned, so it's going to take some time to go through this stuff. Um, okay, tips have flooded in after the police announced the arrest of 21-year-old Keon King of Southwest Philadelphia, who authorities said was the last person in contact with Scott, who vanished after she left her job on October 4th. King has been charged with kidnapping, reckless endangerment another person, and use of communicable facility. There's still no sign of Scott, who vanished after her overnight shift at her job in Chestnut Hill. Police said King was the last person in contact with Scott. Nothing that the two did. Okay, police said King was the last person in contact with Scott. Nothing that the two did know each other. However, it's unclear for how long. Investigators said that they believe King and Scott came into contact with each other the day she went missing. That's interesting. So they're saying that she came in contact with him the day she went missing. So he just picked her up. Our evidence is pretty clear that she was in communication with this individual. That's what I'm saying. He picked her up. That individual appears to meet her very shortly after she leaves her workplace, and very shortly after that she disappears, said Philadelphia Police Department Commissioner Frank Voyer on Wednesday. What do we know about the car connected? It's a metallic 1999 gold Toyota Camry. It doesn't look gold to me. It looks gray to me. Out of the apartment complex where it was found on Wednesday, it had heavy front end damage on the left front bumper. We believe she may have been in that vehicle. Sources say that King's family lives in the area where the vehicle was found. Officers revealed the car has been seen in various locations across the city before it was recovered. We know it has been in Mount Airy. We have photos in Center City. We have pictures of it in a Gray Ferry area in Southwest Philadelphia. So it's possible that it could be anywhere. It could be outside the city, but they found it. Okay, so police said that King has a pattern with these type of histories and are asking any other possible victims to come forward. King is allegedly connected to previous kidnappings and strangulations, cases from the early 2025. Remember when I did the video, somebody said I was saying about my throat chakra. Okay, I was saying like I couldn't like my throat chakra was cut off, so that makes sense. Strangulation. Okay, um, so there was an early case in 2025. The case was never tried because the victim did not appear in court. We talked about this earlier. Officials said Wednesday they are going to refile charges on the case. So they're going to open the old case. Okay, I feel like they should have never dropped the old case. Okay, because maybe Kada would still be alive today. Okay, so at this point he will have two open kidnap cases that will face preliminary hearings in the coming months. Okay. So the reports of harassment before her disappearance, Scott had told people that she was being harassed. But it is unclear if King was the person allegedly harassing her. While King is in custody, police said there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. We're treating this as Miss Scott is still alive. This case was shifted to homicide because we have the most experienced investigators in our homicide unit. They have the most experience dealing with all type of investigation. They also have the resources available to them. Stanford explains on Wednesday. Storm, you already had a snack. Police said her car was still at work the day she went missing and her phone is dead. Action News learned police searched a home last Thursday. And somebody sent me this in my email, okay, about a house being searched last Thursday night on at 5500 block of um, Bloomer Terrace in Southwest Philadelphia. The next day, police were out in force searching Aubrey, which is about 3 miles from where Scott was last seen. Family are waiting for answers. Okay, they want answers. They want her or they want answers. Okay. And then they have the tip line. Sources said the FBI is also assisting in the search of the investigation. Okay, so there's an abandoned building in by a school. Philadelphia has a lot of abandoned buildings in the city. Um, so let's look into this. Um, Kada Scott. I want to ring this bell. I'm still getting something with the throat chakra. The throat area. Okay, what else I'm getting is he did not live by himself. I feel like he lived with somebody else. I'm going to put his picture up so I can look at it energetically. Damn, that is who I seen. Remember I said he had dreads or braids, and he has damn dreads. Okay. And this light skinned guy here. Okay. Tell me more about King. Ancestors. Tell me more about King, the kidnapper. Let me keep his picture up so I can look at it. So what I'm getting by looking at it is Miss Scott was way out of his league. She rejected him. Um, I'm getting like predator vibes. Like I'm surprised there was no charges on him for like, was he a registered offender? Because I'm looking at his eyes. There's like, I wouldn't say a coldness to his eyes. A story there. And this will start in his early childhood. So, do I believe there's more victims? Yes. You remember the cards that I was pulling, like perversion. What was the other card? Perversion and intuition, right? And if you see in the intuition card, somebody's looking out and watching. Okay, this stalking vibes. Okay, that is definitely what I'm getting. Like peeping Tom, stalking vibes. Okay, she's still missing. Okay. They have more evidence on surveillance. There you go, the perversion. Okay, so he was watching her for quite some time. The same energy is coming out. Same energy. I believe there's something. I think they did say there's something on his phone. Yes. Remember I said that? But with this perversion card, look at this. This is giving me peeping Tom. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a child record. And I don't know if they sell the child records. Okay. Because it's giving me like predatory vibes with this perversion. You see how somebody just watching and lurking? Stalking vibes. So he definitely was stalking her. Current energy on this ancestors, on King's energy. King's energy. And then we'll look at okay, if this card comes back out. So we got 3 cards missing, which that would be Miss Scott's energy, surveillance, perversion. The surveillance and perversion, I feel like is more his energy, King's energy. But the missing is definitely Scott's energy. So I'm going to put these cards here. I feel like he even has a record as a child, an adolescent. And something with rejection. Okay, rejection. So this started in his childhood. There's some records on his childhood. Okay. Okay, what else I need to see? Okay, damn. I'm going to leave that card and say that card. Save that towards the end. We're not going to stay on this energy long. I don't like that card, you guys. I don't at all. Let's get 2 more cards on this. And I will share that card. So this is definitely mind control. Mind control deals with domestic violence, right? Manipulation, mind control, okay? Controlling somebody, okay? This is King's energy, right? This card right here in the middle is bothering me, guys. It's the same energy this is like the same energy I was picking up before, okay? But I want to see one more card on this. Okay, this card came out in one of my, I think my part 1 and my part 2. So this card is very important to this whole reading. And I want to pull it. And I'm going to explain why. Okay, one more card and then we'll ask about where she could be. Okay. Oh, I don't like this energy, you guys. Okay. So I don't know if he was into some organized crime, illegal activity. Okay. And the organized crime didn't come out. I think it might have came out one of my reads. So organized crime, he could have been doing some illegal activity, and there goes accomplice. There's somebody else they need to be looking for. Okay. Somebody helped him. Now, I got tunnel, so there's some evidence in some tunnel that leads out to a drainage system. Okay. tunnel. Okay, we're looking at the energy today, October 15th of 2025. I'm recording this video, okay, on Kada Scott. All right. So if you see there's like an opening and then there's a tunnel, right? Look at this card really good. If you look at the top of it, there's an opening, okay? And then there's like there's an opening where you can drop down and you can go out, okay? They have a lot of these in the city, tunnels, okay? So there could be some evidence in the tunnel, okay? Or she could be in a tunnel, okay? This came out before in her read, and I also got homicide, okay? And that knife energy, okay? One more card on this, and then I'm going to pull from another deck. Wow. I feel like this tunnel he would be familiar with. There's okay. So if they're looking for her, because before I was getting, we gotta look at the energy. Energy is always changing, my friends. Okay, so we look at it before. Remember, I said cement. What else I said? Cement. I said water, forest, that type of energy. So there's a tunnel with graffiti. Okay. If you look in this card really good, it looks like graffiti, like somebody drew. You see that? And there's a lot of graffiti in Philadelphia. Okay, look at that, you guys. And there goes some water down there. Okay. And you see the graffiti. And this is a tunnel. Okay, a tunnel. And this tunnel leads out. And if you look out, it could lead to water or it could lead to woods. Okay. And he was obsessed with her. Love. Okay. So this is the current energy that I'm getting. There goes that stalking. That intuition. Okay, that stalking energy. We got this in the past. Her intuition was kicking in. And you see somebody watching. Double confirmation he was definitely watching her, because that perversion card comes out in all my reads. And this intuition card comes out. Okay, so this is like stalking type energy. Okay, watching type energy. Peeping Tom, pervert type energy. Okay, I feel like he has a juvenile record, my friends. And he was even watching her home. This is the same energy we're getting. So he wasn't just watching her job, he was watching her home. Okay? Same energy, okay? So where could she be? The thing I got was a house. It looks like a house, and then I got a tunnel, okay? Current energy today, October 15th, okay? What else do I need to see? And we're going to pull from, this is a Kepler, the Fin de la Sleece Kepler, and I want to pull from the regular tarot, okay? This would be the police, okay? They're looked in high honor. They're trying to solve this case. What else do I need to know, ancestors? Kada Scott, ancestors, help me find her. Help me find her. Okay, she's coming out as a privileged lady once again. And she's also coming out her occupation. So he definitely was watching her job. He definitely was watching her house. That's double confirmation. And as he's seen her as a privileged lady, okay? He's not somebody she would normally like see and date and stuff like that, okay? That's not what I'm getting, okay? Now, could they have been talking and he took it on like, oh, she likes me more, and then she's like, no, I don't, and like she backed off, okay, because she was probably getting creep vibes, because he's giving me those like predatory vibes. I feel like he has a juvenile record, my friend. I believe he has a juvenile record. I don't know if this juvenile record is sealed, but it will be unsealed by the time we're done with all this. Okay? Help me find Miss Scott. Where's she at? You show me tunnel ancestors. You show me um, this. Okay? I can't say it. Okay? False persons. Same energy coming out. Okay? False persons. Okay? Same energy. I believe there's a female that knows more, and she's not going to come forward because I mean, obviously it's going to come out, but she needs to come forward because the reason why I say this is because there's more than just him. Okay, there's a false person. He would be false, right? He's that masculine, but I feel like there's some more false energy that is surrounding this case. Okay. So we got her occupation and house. So he was definitely watching her, her house, her job, and he's seen her as a privileged lady. Okay, this imprisonment card, which he's in the prison right now. Um, and the officers again. I don't know if the officers are watching my page, but if they need my help, they can just call me. Okay. The officers. So they are on to they're figuring this out and they're on to a lot. Okay. Um, they want to solve this. They want to find her, and she's still missing. Okay. Still missing. I want to see if I get the road card, because if I get the road card missing. Remember I said this is a whole, some of this energy is different from my past two previous readings. Because this card never came out. It was crime of passion, and now this card is coming out. Okay? All the other cards came out before. Accomplice. Organized crime didn't come out before though. So organized crime. So things that were he was doing things that were illegal, and she would definitely be the privileged lady. Okay. False person. Occupation. And he's in jail. So where's she at? We got tunnel. We did get tunnel. We got tunnel. But we didn't get this card. I'm not going to say it. We didn't get this card. Okay. Give me two more cards on this, ancestors. Where's Miss Scott? Ooh. Okay. All right. So we got this card. Okay. This card is my ending card and my beginning card. Okay, an ending to something and the beginning to something. Okay. The coffin card. And then we got a house. So we got a double confirmation of a house. We got home and then we got a house. House and home is the same thing, okay? So did they search his house for evidence? I'm pretty sure they did. Did he have multiple, like, Did he stay at multiple places? I don't think he just had one. You guys, I don't believe this man had one residency. Okay, I'm getting two. The reason why I say that is because the home and the house. So he stayed two different places. Okay, two different places he stayed. Okay, so he didn't just have one place he stayed. He stayed two different places. Okay, they need to look into that. Okay, where can she be? Where can she be? Miss Scott. Miss Scott ancestors, where can she be at this very moment, present time? Okay, I got despair. Sorrow and despair. Where can she be? Miss Scott. Kada Scott. Kada Scott ancestors. Kada Scott. Kada Scott. Where can she be, ancestors? There's a building behind this. Those people in the back are not in the, they're not in the physical realm, they're in the spiritual realm. Those people in the back crossed over. So we got despair. Despair means sorrow. Miss Scott's energy. This is my part 4 because I did a part 3. We just talked about it, the update, but give me one more card, ancestors. Help me find her. Okay, the officer here. So we know the officer's out there looking for her. Okay, we know that. Give me one more card. There's this nervousness. Like, I'm trying to, like, I feel nervous, okay? Where can she be, Miss Scott? Okay, I got distant horizons. Can you clarify the distant horizons for me? Clarify the distant horizon. Okay, what I'm seeing, you guys, is with the distant horizons, it's showing me that she could have traveled, and we were getting this, okay? Is she currently traveling? Let me see. Is she currently traveling? Is she currently traveling, ancestors? If that road card comes out, road. This is why I feel like her case is urgent. I mean, urgent. Intuition. And I got a male. Okay, a male. I don't believe this guy did this by himself. I'm sorry. I don't. Now, she's alive. She could be with another male. What else do I need to see? This man's eyes look dangerous. Okay, look at his eyes. Okay. Cold, calculated. running away. We got this in previous readings. One more card on this. We got that running away card in our previous readings, where she was running away from his energy. But I don't believe he did this alone. Okay, there we go. Okay. Egotism. We got this for him before, remember? And I said that a cab or a black car. I said a black car, right? But if you look in the car in this card, there is some grayness to this, right? But this is a city, okay? A city. So if she is traveling, she would be in a city, okay? Definitely in a city. She could still be in Philadelphia, my friends. Give me one more card on this. And the reason why I say this is because this is a city, okay? New York, Philadelphia, the tri-state, New Jersey, or she could just still be in Philadelphia, because I'm getting she's still in Philadelphia. That's what I'm getting, okay? I believe that she's still in Philadelphia. Okay. Anything else you want us to know, ancestors, before I end this? I want to find her, help find her, to bring her home, and so her family can have closure. Miss Scott, can you, ancestors, step forward and show me what I need to see? Show me what I need to see. I'm getting trapped, you guys. I'm getting trapped. Okay. So she's definitely trapped. And this is King's energy. This is who I told you guys. I said he would have dreads, or he would have braids, and he was very dark skinned. And that's him, okay? So this would be his energy, okay? So she could be trapped somewhere, or she can be, in the past I got she ascended, okay? And I feel like she's still in the Philadelphia area, okay? The card that concerns me in this reading today is the H card, and I can't say it, okay? Let's see if it'll come out. Let's get one more card on this. So she's trapped somewhere. There's a tunnel. Regret. She has regrets. The accomplice. Same energy. Same energy. She has regret. There's definitely an accomplice. He's not by himself. There's a light-skinned guy involved in this, and I feel like a female. She has regret. A couple. Okay, couple. Inside. We got this for her before. She's inside somewhere, and there could be a water, like a flow of water. Let's get one more card. Let's see if the tunnel card comes out again. I believe she's still in Philadelphia, you guys. I don't believe she left Philadelphia. The reason why I say this is because this card came out before on King's energy, okay? And King's in Philadelphia. So she's still in Philadelphia, okay? I believe this girl's still in Philadelphia. I believe there's an element to this of water, the body of water, inside something, okay? Inside. She's trapped. She's trapped. Okay, she's trapped. Wherever she's at, she's trapped. She's inside something, and there's water. There's a water flowing. Look, if you look on this card too, there's water flowing, like a tunnel system. Okay. And we got, what did we get in the last reading? We got tunnel, and there was something else that we got in the last reading. Tunnel. Dismemberment. Okay, that's what we got. Guys, I've been doing readings like crazy. Okay. One more card. Just give me one more card. Ancestors. Miss Scott's ancestors, please step forward. Help me find your granddaughter, great granddaughter. Okay, they flipped it. Okay. You guys. Okay. Okay, there you go. This. Okay, this is what he likes to do. Okay, strangulation. Remember? To cut the throat chakra. Like, she don't have no voice. Also, this is strangulation. Remember my first video? I felt like I couldn't breathe. Okay? And justice. Okay? This is what they're saying. They flipped them cards. Okay? So, there's an element of the rope, the strangulation, homicide, and what was the other one? Crime of passion. Okay, so I believe she's by some water. Okay, let me explain this to you. So the last time we got dismemberment, okay, this could be how her body looks. Okay, and we got the element of fire in part 1 and part 2. Okay, and we got the water. We had the water in part 1 and part 2. The water element is still here. Okay, so water inside, and then you see this, it looks like a tunnel system, right? And the water is that flows through it. Okay, inside, and she's trapped. Okay, one more card, and he had help. I believe she's still in Philadelphia, you guys. That's where they're going to find her. Drug and poison. We got this on her again. This came out before. They're flipping these cards. Drug and poison. At some point. Give me one more card. I just want to see if that that tunnel comes back out. Or that other card, which would, or fire, because remember I said I think he used the element of fire. Miss Scott ancestors, help me find your great granddaughter or your granddaughter. You know, I know she's in a tunnel. She's inside something, and I got that before. Yes, I know he's jealous. He was jealous. You're telling me there's accomplice. You're telling me there's organized crime. Thank you. Okay. What else do I need to know? I know she's trapped. I know she's inside somewhere. This is too many cards. Yes, I know love. He was in love with her. They want to say that. And we know that. That's not love. That's stalking. But that's what they're referencing. Okay. He did travel. Okay. He did travel. Okay. And that was what we were picking up in part 1 and 2. There was a lot of movement, a lot of traveling. Okay. I feel like she's still in Philadelphia area. Now, she could be in a building, too, because if you look at this, it looks like a tunnel system inside something, abandoned building. And we did get that kind of energy in part 2. Okay, one more card. I don't know why I feel like in spirit she's still in Philadelphia. Just, I feel that in spirit, my friends. And it's a wooded area here, which we got this before. The woods, and there's some water flowing. And they did search a wooded area for her. One more card. So her energy is trapped, my friends. She's in Philadelphia. I don't believe she's in some other place, okay? Just Give me one more card. Miss Scott ancestors. Show me what I need to see. Grandparents, great-grandparents. Where can we find this beautiful soul? Storm. Where can we find her? I know you're showing me a tunnel. I know you're telling me she's trapped. I know you're telling me she traveled. Okay, what else do we need to know? Is she still traveling? Is she traveling by road? Surveillance. So she could be watched if she's alive, or surveillance. There's something on surveillance. Okay? Or they're surveilling her, watching her. I feel like she's in the Philadelphia area, you guys. I still get that crossing energy. I don't feel like she's with us. I do feel like she's on the other side in the heavenly realms. She does have regret. The distant horizons could just mean, because it looks like a plane or something traveling. So distant horizons could mean just traveling, okay? And we were getting a lot of that traveling, motion, chariot movement, a lot of movement, okay? Okay, we know about the mind control. Okay, we know about that. I pray she is alive, ancestors. Okay, I pray she is. They're showing me a power line. We got that out on her before. That power line. And we also got, what was that other card we got? I'm going to pull from the other deck. Yes, I know he was jealous. They keep showing me the same thing. Jealousy, and a couple was involved. Okay, affair. Same energy. He's the devil. You know that. And the death card. And revenge. And we know he was watching social media. So we know this. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Miss Scott's ancestors, for coming forward. They're saying that there will be legal proceedings. Okay. This is what I got, you guys. I'm going to get one more card from here, and then we're going to end this. And I said that I would keep pulling her energy until they find her, and I'm going to do that. Okay. 808. 808. Today's October. This card belongs in this deck. I don't know why caught vibes was coming out before. Remember, I was feeling this culty vibes. Okay. Kada Scott. So they have a suspect. Okay, you guys, we got the chariot again. So chariot is about movement, willpower, control, direction, departure, or courage. Okay, the chariot is about movement, willpower, and control. So we know that he wanted willpower and control over her. But chariot is movement. So if she is alive, she could be still moving, like traveling in a vehicle, okay? There's a white vehicle here and a black vehicle. And I've seen this before. Remember, I've seen the black vehicle. Okay? And this energy is like masculine energy. Driving that chariot. And he's the lighter skin complected energy that I was seeing. Okay, so if she's alive, she could be traveling. But I just feel like she's in the Philadelphia area. Okay. Give me one more card on Miss Scott. Okay, the tower moment. Sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awaiting release, sudden insight. So they're going to get more information, the police. That tower moment, you have two people jumping off of that tower. Yes, Storm. You have two people jumping off the tower, right? This is why I don't believe that he's the only person that was involved with this. Okay, I don't care what they say. Um, and that tower's on fire, right? And they want to just get out of that tower, okay? Because they know that the police are onto them, and they know that not that the police are just onto them, but there's an element of fire here, because the tower is about the whole tower being burnt down, okay? This could also be a burnt down building, too, okay? All right, I'm gonna leave it here, you guys. The moon card, illusions, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious, and premonitions. Okay, so there's still things still hidden with this moon. Okay, there's still illusions, there's still mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, and anxiety because they don't know if she's alive or she's crossed. Okay, subconscious and premonitions. Okay, I don't believe she's here for entertainment purposes, but I pray she is. Okay, that she has the strength and courage. Um, Give me one more card. So that fire energy's there. That strength card came out with her before. So did she have courage and did she have strength and power, inner strength, focus, and compassion? Yes, this girl did. Um, she's that lioness, right? Wow. And also, this can mean too when you see this strength card, like she's trying to tame that beast. Okay, like tame him, like stroke his ego. You know what I mean? Because she probably knew she was in a dangerous situation. Okay, so she was stroking his ego, maybe to survive. Okay, I pray she's still alive. But those people are jumping out of that tower. That's not good. Um, Okay, and then we got this. Oh, why you jump like that? We got disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, and leaving behind. Okay, um, so with this card coming out with the disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, and leaving behind, I feel like Mr. King left Miss Scott behind. Okay. They could be looking in a building, and we were getting this energy in part two. Okay. So watch my part one, watch my part two, and this will be my part. Then part three was just an update on the case. And then this will be my part four. So watch all of them. Okay. So disappointment. So I feel like the outcome out of this is going to be disappointment. Okay. I feel that because somebody's turning their back. This would be Mr. King's energy. Disappointment, abandonment. This is what I said: withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. And he would be leaving behind those cups, like all those cups behind him, and he's walking away from it. He's not even looking at it, okay? Because his main objective was just getting her, okay? Getting Miss Scott, okay? Kada Scott. So he, and you know what? This is why I believe he did this before, okay? I'm telling you guys. And Pisces also is a water element. We got the Chariot is also water element. The Strength card is fire element. And the Tower is fire. And all my reads, the elements that I kept that was like a pattern for me was the fire and the water, okay? So they could be looking at a tunnel at this point, okay? With graffiti or a building, some kind of structure, okay? With graffiti on it, okay? Um, yes. And devil They keep saying he's the devil, which we know he's the devil. Destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, and he toxic. The devil came out here out of this reading twice. Her ancestors keep saying, and she's saying he's the devil, El Diablo. Okay, El Diablo, my friends, and the judgment is being called. When I get this card, this is a crossing card for me. Okay, they're they're like they're sounding that alarm. Okay, and the ancestors are happy. Remember? Okay, so judgment, inner calling, a new phase, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. Because on that side, they give mercy. Okay. This side, we're not giving mercy, but on that side, they do give mercy. Okay. To an extent. Okay. So you got the opposite, evil and good. And we got another element of fire and earth. Okay. So this is where they need to be looking. I feel like she's still in the Philadelphia area. That chariot just shows me, which it showed me in the past readings, that they were trying to cover their tracks. Okay, you guys? All right. So thank you so much for joining me. This is Jennifer Felix readings. Wow. I am so glad that they got more information, and I'm gonna go back and rewatch my videos. It's crazy because every time I go back and watch my videos, I always say, "Damn, Jen, you missed something." Like that road card, that was just showing me that he was traveling, okay, or they were traveling, okay, to different locations. There was a lot of movement, okay, and I feel like they were just the FBI and police were just watching the movement, okay, like their moves, like because obviously the phone records will show his movements where he been. So everywhere he's been, that's where they need to backtrack to see if they find her or a body. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. This is Jennifer Felix, and there you go. I'm telling you, he had accomplice. He had accomplice, and she keeps saying in spirit that she's trapped. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. It's Jennifer Felix. This reading was on Kada Scott. Beautiful girl, 818 from Philadelphia. Thank you guys so much. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Bye.